Hello, the game has started. It's me to go first. Fairly bingo-y tiles, but no E, and no bingo that I can see. So, I'd like to play off the duplicate N and retain one vowel, so I'm thinking done would leave the best rack leave. I'm going with this. So, even closer to a bingo, but is there one here? Don takes a U in front, and it takes an E and A and S after it, and possibly some others. Great, just 7 for opponent. Horn takes a T in front. If there's a bingo here, it certainly will play. But is there one? I'm not seeing it. Let me consider initial letters. Wow, so close. Very high probability if there is one here. Not seeing it. So what are the floaters? H. No. R. No. N. All these duplicates of tiles I've got. I've got the anti-prefix. And what about D? Again, another duplicate. So no, I'm not seeing one. So, what to do here? No scoring tiles. But I do like train as a rack leave. Din for 8. Yeah, I think din for 8, because then I'm preserving my T for thorn, and this isn't providing anything great for opponent. I'm going with this. And I draw 2 vowels, including a duplicate I. Is there a 7 here? Inertia. Yes, good grief. That would have been a painful one to miss. It's a difficult one to see, even though it's a common word. Whenever you have a word with a majority of vowels, it's just difficult to visualize. Consonants have a lot more character. So where does inertia play? Certainly row F because of thorn. Column 10 because of Donna. They could both be blocked. Horn doesn't take anything after that I've got. Inertia doesn't play in row K. So my bingo is slightly vulnerable to being blocked. What about a bingo beginning with R? Well, I'm not seeing one. And I'm not seeing any anagrams of inertia either. So is opponent going to block? Very cagey start by both of us. 16 plays 7 after 3 moves. Difficult to infer what opponent's leave was after horn. They may have had 6 or 7 consonants and just been addressing the vowel consonant balance. Or they could have been keeping a 4-tile powerhouse. Nothing goes in front of D. There's probably quite a few. Aha, opponent has bingo with both blanks. Good grief. Oh well, at least I can come back with my own bingo with inertia and thorns. And although the play doesn't get doubled, I get all of the points from horns, which is more than the value I have on my rack. And there's no points at all from F and L, so I think inertia is the play. This does take E, L, and S after it. Interesting. If I played inertial in column 3, it doesn't even get doubled, so although I am vulnerable to a big hit in column 11, I think this is the better play. I do have inertia in column 10, but again, it's a score sacrifice. Yep, I'm going with this. Oh, wow, 7 vowels. Somebody doesn't like me. Wow, that's painful. Sometimes you can work your way through 5 vowels. That's 6 or 7, very difficult. If I played off A, I, A, for example, keeping 4 vowels, there are going to be many occasions when I draw 2 or 3 more. So I think I reluctantly have to change, even though there's this fantastic E hook on the end of inertia. The best I can do there is just AE or double E for just 12 points. Oh well. I'm hanging in there. We are level. But both blanks have gone. What has opponent drawn with their 7 random tiles? Well, not 7 vowels. So this is the best I can see. 14 points, keeping triple E-O. Yeah, that just can't be. That can't be significantly better than changing. So often I change, there's a better play, but really, with this rack, I am changing. Do I keep E or AE? Well, in the New World Order, it would have been AE, but now vowels have been diminished with the new magpie lead value, so I'll keep just an E. Oh wow, what a pick. Osmates, Atmoses. What a pick. Absolutely fabulous. I am surely bingoing now. Phi doesn't take anything. Osmates plays in row M, and in column 11 as a double-double. But is opponent going to land a big play first? Wow, what a stroke of good fortune. When you pick 7 vowels, you feel like you may be entering some bad luck, which is going to last the whole game. But that's not how luck works. It's just a human reaction to a bad beat. So, Osmates Atmoses, is there a 3rd or 4th anagram with this set? Osmiates is good, that doesn't quite fit. Atomizes likewise. But the double-double is the play, which is my preferred option right now. Oh, wow, fantastic. Just 30 points for opponent. And I get to play Osmates for 94. Fantastic. So I now have a 37-point lead. And I'm back to a rack full of 1-pointers. But do I have Areola on my rack? I do. And that plays column 10. Wow, this could be a back-to-back bingo if it stays available. Oh, and it doesn't. Ouch. That's a shame. I wasn't expecting opponent to block that, but they have. ATA not good. Just checking it doesn't play higher up or lower down, and it doesn't. Away takes an S, nothing else. Areola doesn't play in row M. Wow, my bingo is blocked. Nothing more to say, and I don't think it has an anagram. Very few floaters to consider, nothing with an N. So, what can I do here? Well, I'd certainly like to sort out the duplicates. It's a shame to burn both R's. But, and to leave a vowel heavy rack leave, 16 points. Not great. I don't have an eye for the Q. Where are the scoring tiles on the board that I can get value from? Well, not really available. Only an E goes next to WE. Lots of E's to come, but I have nothing to go next to AS, so just nothing there. Any extensions to Thorns? Nope. So I think this is the spot. It has to begin O or R. O has to be in second place. Well, that's my O gone. So it has to begin with R. And now I do want to split up the duplicate A, so I think raw is the only option for 16. Yeah, I think raw owl may be good, but that deteriorates the rack leave and places a vowel over this triple letter square. I'm going with raw. Oh, wow. I draw. I'm back to drawing badly again after that lucky break with Osmates. But look at this. I do have a slender lead. I have Allel and Allele on my rack. But this is a tight board. So few tiles go after AS that opponent's play of away has really closed down the bottom right. Unless there's an S available for aways, but there's only one S to come and no blanks. Column 12 not particularly valuable, and in any event, players may be reluctant to open up row A, especially when we're this close. Look at this, another rack of only 1-pointers. Let me look at the blue moves, which are mine. Inertia's all 1-pointers. Don 1 and 2, die, raw. I think M is the only tile above 2 points that I have had the whole game. Now, 17 for opponent, which is good. They're not zooming off. What can I do with this rack? Leal is good. I still don't have an eye for Chi. Gull is good. Wow, just wondering if I have any LEN or LAN plays. Don't think I do. Wow. I've got Leal in row N, but I'm very reluctant to open up row O for such a humble score. What about row H through this U? 12 minutes on my clock. Nope. Well, I have Alan here. Giving double E, double L. That's right, wretched. Vega is good. Well, I don't have any consonants which can go to the right of N, so I can't really play my L. I've got Lana. 20 points. Keeping double E, double L. Well, I think this is the best I've seen. Or, what about doing this? Oh, look at this rack leave. Horrible. But this is good. 18 points. Wow. Do I really want to provide these floaters? Look at the remaining tiles. Plenty of bingos there. 1 point between us. Do I want to be the mug who opens the board and then gets punished with a bingo? It would be really nice if there was a 5-letter play, something like ALL, AN or EN, but neither is good. Law is good with an E. I don't have anything to go after a do. 11 minutes on my clock. What am I going to do? I play Lana. I'm keeping the tiles for Ali. I'm providing no floaters. I'm going with this. Oh, wow, I'm glad I kept the E's. I draw 3 consonants, and look at this, 2 scoring tiles. Great, just 21 for opponent. I have Dweeb on my rack, which plays in column 12. Still no I. An I's not particularly useful now for the Q. Raw takes a Y. Both have gone. Still X, Z, and J to come. Wow. So, what do I have in row H? Can I... Wow. I was looking for a horizontal play to hit the triple, getting the W or B doubled. And I think this is good. Abled, 33 points. An alternative to that, 32 points, keeping double L, still an L to come. And although abled provided floaters, AW provides a 7-letter lane for bingos ending E or ES. And this is keeping this wretched double L, which I don't like. This is 30, keeping double L. Not nice. Can I get the W doubled 9 minutes on my clock? Don't think so. I am going with abled for 33. And I draw one of the big tiles in the X. I have elixir on my rack with a W. That is opponent going to hit me with a bingo. I lead by 33. Ooh, 40 points. Aha, and look at this. I have an elixir spot. For 53 points. Wow, fantastic. Anything better? Surely not. Surely not. I'm going with this. Oh, wow. Well, the scoring tiles are certainly coming out to play now. I was bemoaning the lack of them in the early part of the game. I now have 5 on my rack. But look at this. I have watch in column 12 and OH. Will that remain available? Can't see anything in row N ending in I. Nothing goes in front of ZE. So this G's elixir exchange played out quite well. And it didn't leave any bingo floaters apart from I and R. And opponents just blocked the more useful R. So what can I do at the bottom? Ami is good. Wow, look at this. I have WAB for 52. And although I'm keeping all of these scoring tiles, there's a fair bit of synergy here. CH is good in its own right. So if I draw any vowel, I may have a big column 12 play. I don't think I can do any better. Wow, hex is good. Well, I can do better. I could play chap in this spot. And it just plays off one more tile. Rack leave lacks the synergy. Let me count the remaining vowels. 11 out of 23. It's vowel dry, so I think playing off the extra consonant is worth it, especially as I'm scoring more. So this rack leave lacks synergy. However, there's one fewer consonant. It increases my chances of drawing a vowel, and there is a floating vowel in Osmates. And I wasn't in a big hurry to play in column 12 because, of course, that would be providing 3 floaters. I'm going with, well, oh, wow. What about this? Thwap for 62 points. This is even better. Yeah, And this isn't going to get any better. I'm going with this. Okay, so not a great rack, but I think it was worth getting those extra points. It provides nothing for an opponent. Thwap, I think, is one of the new words which came in. Now, I have cubic and pubic on my rack. They don't play in column 12. OC, not good. But I now have an 80-point lead on a board with very few bingo lanes. There's column 15 for bingos ending AD and OD. There are bingos through the V of Vega. And there's row M with a 2 or more tile overlap. But remaining pool, pretty bingo-y. It's nice to have these scoring tiles, but no great scoring spot for them on the board. And I would like to keep scoring because although I have a lead, I am catchable with a bingo. So what about column 12? Ob and op are both good, so I could play cub, providing A floating C, but getting nearly 20 points. I could play through the O, providing no floaters. But I'm not seeing anything great there. I've got bocce, BOCCI, but that takes A and E, so... Well, no A's to come, but there are 3 E's. Now, opponents played lovey. Okay, well, that simplifies matters. Oh, wow, this is crazy good. So I have pubic above the E, which is fantastic because it ends in C and only an H can go under the C. So I'm not creating a new... Well, I'm not creating a lane in row B. I will be creating a lane in row C. But at the moment, there are 2 lanes. I could leave those alone and play club. But then I'd be leaving alone a valuable bingo lane. This is a triple word square. If opponent bingo's in row C, they're getting face value. Plus, I'm turning over more tiles, expediting the end of the game. 2 more tiles than club. Rack leaves better. And this is 4 more points. I am going with this. Oh, wow. This is jolly close to a bingo. I have one. I have co-reign and peck. Will opponent be drawn to column 1? 2 tiles in the bag. I don't think... Oh, and they are fabulous. And the bag is empty. What a crazy game. So many bad luck draws and good luck draws. So, co-reign for 69. Bang! And that ends the game. Fantastic. So, the final score, 322 for opponent, 492 for me, a winning margin of 170 points. So, a huge, huge win. Let's see what I missed. That is crazy. We were so close. But look at the margin at the end. So it was me to go first. I had this rack. Phew, no missed bingo here. Yeah, I prefer to play short. So I'm happy with Don. Only 6 more points on offer. Oh, wow, what a rack for opponents. No bingo. And they play horn, so they were playing from a rack with no vowels. Phew, no missed bingo here. That would have been a walk of shame moment. So I played din. 12 more points on offer, but these are all racking. I am retaining the word train, which is really good. Now, opponent bingos, 10 million bingos available, but because I retained 5 good tiles, or partly because of that, I'm able to respond with a bingo of my own, and inertia for 70 was my play. And I think all other options considered. F10 and B10. Wow, I didn't realise it was only a 4-point sacrifice, so maybe inertia and done. But then that would have allowed row M play, so I'm happy with my play. Opponent plays Yod. And now I change, and I'm happy with that. Opponent plays Unique. And look at this, Osmates for 94. And it looks like those were the only two anagrams of this rack, Osmates and Atmoses. Opponent plays Away. And now Areola, nowhere for it. It's possible it's not good. Areola may only take E and S, so apologies if I misled you in that respect. So I play Raw for 16. Yeah, I'm happy with that. It's in the mix, and the rack leave, I think, is fine. E1, well, that opens up column 1. B9. Aurarian, well, that opens up column 8. Yeah, and so it goes. So I'm happy with Raw. Opponent plays Veg, and now I have this horror show. E1 a lane, I don't like that. Lane takes front hook, so I don't like that. All of these rack leaves, duplicate L, I don't like. Lalan, A5, quite nice, although it is opening row A. Ali, I considered that. Yeah, I think my play is fine. Here it is. Slightly hampered by the double L, double E, but they do at least play in row H. Now, opponent plays Tofu. And I have abled for 33, a wheel playable in the same spot, but burning all my vowels. So I like my play. Opponent plays G's, and here it is, Elixir for 53, much needed as I trail. Opponent plays Emu, and Thwap, top of the shop for 62. Oh, and Wap as well. Gosh, for 60, but Thwap, I think, is best. Gosh, I was expecting the possibility of a missed bingo. Opponent has Ela G's or Ela J's on their rack. Nowhere for it. And they play Lovey, which is just ridiculously good because I can play Pubic for 37. Great score, great rack leave, no downside. And it also establishes a big enough lead to survive a bingo. Opponent doesn't have one, plays Elk, and I go out with Co-Rain. So what a crazy game. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Huge swings in fortunes. Opponent with both blanks, myself with 7 vowels and no scoring tiles for half the game. And then just out of nowhere, everything suddenly starts to go my way with Elixir and Thwap, Pubic and Co-Rain. So just a tremendous run out, and well, that's just the way it goes. So many thanks to opponent for a good battle. I hope you enjoyed watching that game. Like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time.